Okay, today we are here. We're going to do the 82-0 challenge. I do it a couple times. I've seen this a lot recently, but it seems kind of fun. So I'm just going to do it just for kind of a laugh of a video. What we're going to do is something I've seen a few other people do. We're going to spin a wheel, and from that wheel, we're going to pick 5 players that are going to be all-time legends who we're going to add to our team. But then I'm going to take it a step further. This is something I haven't seen done, and I think it'll just make it a little bit more interesting, a little bit more difficult. So basically what's going to happen is I'm going to spin the wheel 5 more times after that. Those 5 teams, I'm going to pick a player from their legend team, but that player cannot be one of the 5 best players on the team. So for instance, if I pick the Thunder, right? If the Thunder come up and I say Thabo Sefolosha, well, he's not the top 5 best players, right? But he's also not on the legend team, so he probably wouldn't make it. I'm assuming he's not. Maybe he's on the legend team. I'm assuming he's not. But basically the idea is that I want to pick what would be a backup on the legend team for my legend team. If I pick someone who's too good, I don't get them. If I pick someone who's not on the list, I don't get them. I just get some random scrub. So it's going to make it a little bit more difficult to fill out that bench, but it also means we won't just be like giving all the minutes to the starters, right? We want to have a little bit of a more feel like the team is a real team, not so much just 5 guys dominating, okay? So you can see the timer up in the corner. That'll help you see that I'm not cheating and looking through the teams, but let's go ahead and get this started. So let's spin the first wheel. This was actually cool because you can drag it and spin it. Okay, so the first team is going to be the Boston Celtics. I think that's pretty easy. I think we go Larry Bird. We'll eliminate that team. We're going to spin the wheel again. Ooh, okay, this team is looking pretty good. We're going to go Steph Curry. That gives us a lot of 3-point shooting out here. Both these guys should fit the modern NBA pretty decently. The Pistons are okay. Should I get Dennis Rodman? Probably not. Let's go Joe Dumars. I think Dumars will fit in nicely as kind of the guy alongside Curry that can play some hard-nosed defense. We need a big, though. We definitely need a big. Okay. Is Chris Bosh big enough? I'm going to go Chris Bosh. Worst case, we can move Larry Bird down to the 3 spot if we have to. Our number 5, we're looking for either a small forward or a center. We're getting a small forward. Kevin Durant is joining the squad. All right, now this is where it gets more interesting because we have to pick a player who's not super good, but is still pretty good. Oh, geez. Atlanta. Is Josh Smith going to be too good? Probably. No, because Josh Smith. I bet Josh Smith is number 2 behind Dominique, so we'll go with Josh Smith. Team number 2. As long as I get 2 or 3 decent ones, I think it's okay. What you want to see is, you want to see the Lakers because they have so many good players. Okay, we're going to go, is there a better point guard than John Wall? Did Mo Cheeks play for the Wizards? I'm going to say John Wall. That could be a complete miss. He could be their number 1 point guard. I don't know. We'll find out. Hornets is tough. Hornets is very tough. Shoot. Is it okay if I just say Emeka Okafor? Is Emeka Okafor? Oh, wait, is he on the... Is he? Yeah, Emeka Okafor. He would be... Yeah, right. He's a Bobcat, right? Yeah, Emeka Okafor. The real question with Okafor will be, is he even on the team? Because he probably is not. Okay. 2 more players. It's okay if we miss a couple times. Ooh, the Bucks. Can we go Brian Winters? I think Brian Winters might be on the team, and he would be a good 3-point shooter, so that's good. We'll go with him. Last one. I think we've had a couple of things. I think we'll make it. A couple guys I think will definitely be on the team, so I'm not too worried about missing here. It's the Dallas Mavericks. Okay, can we say Steve Nash? Because Jason Kidd's going to be the number 1 point guard, right? So Steve Nash. We may be a little small, but whatever. All right, so let's go see the damage, see if we got any of these guys actually on our team. All right, Larry Legend is, of course, here. We don't have to worry about that. Ooh, I could have got Wilt, but I went with Steph. Maybe a mistake there, but whatever. Okay, Joe Dumars, I think, is a solid pickup here. I mean, actually, this is a team to get if you want a point guard because they have Chauncey and Dave Bing both back there behind Isaiah Thomas. All right, Bosh, pretty solid. You know, this team is not too strong outside of their 2 small forwards, so I definitely could have gotten my small forward here, but I definitely was looking at size at that point. I think, honestly, probably got the better small forward anyways, getting Durant. We'll see how good he was for the Thunder. Yeah, I think we made the right decision. Okay, now here is where it's going to start to get interesting because we're looking for a guy who is not super good, but still pretty good. Now, you'll see so far we're okay with Josh Smith. I thought he would be like high 80s, so I'm a little worried he may not even make the team. Trae Young is here. That might have been a good pickup. Now, we're going to go by... Actually, it wouldn't have because he's not a starting... Oh my God, yeah, he wouldn't be there. He'd be their starting point guard, so he would not have been a great pick, if I'm being honest. Steve Smith. Oh, there he is. Okay, thank God. 86 overall, Josh Smith does make the list. Whew, I was sweating it there. We're very close to the bottom. All right, that's a good one. Okay, we're going to flip over to the Wizards here in a second. This one I'm definitely sweating. I think John Wall might be too good. Oh, Gilbert Arenas. Gilbert Arenas saves us. John Wall is not. So I'm going by their position, right? I want like they have to be in the starting 5. So even though he is a top 5 player ever, he's not a starter, right? So you can sound off in the comments if you think I should go the other way in the future, because I might do more of these later. But for now, I'm going to go with starting position because I think that's more important. But, feel free to disagree. Okay, so we're on the Hornets. Again, a little worried we're not going to get Emeka Okafor. Definitely should have gone with, Derek Coleman would have been a good pick. Baron Davis would have been, Baron Davis or Muggsy Bogues would have been solid. Vlade Divac would have been a good pick, but we didn't get them. We went with Emeka. He is not on the team, so we are not going to get Emeka Okafor. We're going to have to add it's like a 60, 70 overall player instead. Okay, so let's move on. All right, here we are with the Trailblazers. Again, a little bit worried I went too bad because I don't want to be screwing up. Because, for instance, we could have gotten LaMarcus Aldridge. We could have gotten Arvydas Sabonis. We could have gotten Terry Porter. But I said Brian Winters. We could have gotten CJ McCollum or Kiki Vanderway. Okay, that's bad. No Brian Winters either. Okay, we have to hit with Steve Nash on the Mavs. That's our last chance. Great news. We hit with Steve Nash. He is the 4th best point guard. We actually could have gotten even Derek Harper. We could have gotten that good because Luka is up here at 93 overall. We could have gotten a lot of players. We could have gotten Jim Jackson. We could have gotten Michael Finley, Jamal Mashburn. But Nash is right around. Actually, this team is loaded with point guards. You could go all the way down to Brad Davis. Wow. Okay, so we're getting Steve Nash. I really thought I wasn't going to have a chance to get Jason Kidd, but I guess he was better. Obviously he was better with the Nets, so I guess that helps us out. Okay, Steve Nash is on the team, and that is going to set us up. So I will show you the finished team here in a second. Okay, so this is what the roster looks like right now. We're going to have Curry at the point, Dumars at the 2, KD playing the 3, Bird playing power forward, and then Bosch at center. Obviously a very small team. We don't have really any size. Our tallest guy is 6'11". So it could be interesting, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, so let us see how far we can get in this 82-0 challenge. So we're going to start simming. Oh my... The first game? They lost the first game to Joel Embiid. Oh my God, okay. All right, let's just see how the season goes. But yeah, so that was fast. I really didn't think it would end that quickly. Okay. Look, we weren't terrible, but yeah, the size is really going to kill us. We're just getting beat up by teams with some size. But we're putting up massive points. All right, I will see you at the end of the season, and we'll see if we can win a championship, even if we can't go, obviously, we're going to lose more than 10 games, so we won't even be close to the best. All right, best ever, I should say. Okay, so I'll see you at the end of the season. All right, Luka MVP, we'll go through this quick. Jaden Ivey, Rookie of the Year. Cole Anthony, Sixth Man. Miles Turner, Defensive Player of the Year. Naz Reid, Most Improved. As you can see, wow, none of our guys even made it. We're on the Celtics. Nobody even made first team. I guess that makes sense. Larry Bird, second team. Kevin Durant, third team. Nobody there. Kevin Durant, all defensive second team, sure. Okay, and then moving on to here. So we actually were pretty good, right? We were the number 1 seed. I think we ended up going like 63-19. So the best record, of course, in the entire NBA, but nowhere close to 82-0. So let's just see if we can win the finals. Doing pretty well there. Cleveland actually gave us, nope. And it was the same team. That was the team. Philly was the one that gave us a lot of trouble during the regular season. Philly and actually Detroit gave us a ton of trouble somehow. I don't know who their big is. Jalen Duren, I guess. 76ers win the championship, so at least we lose to them. Okay, I'm going to do one more try at this. This time we're going to add a bit of size instead of just going all out on the three-point shot. Before we spin the wheel, I do want to address something. I did accidentally write down on my notes that Brian Winters played for the Trailblazers and not the Bucks. I have looked. He would have made the team, so we would have had an 86 overall shooting guard if I had not been an idiot. But say la vie, what can you do? Let's go ahead and spin this wheel again. All right, remember, at the first 5, we can pick whoever we want, so we would love to get some good players. Okay, big guy. Do I want to go Yao here? Probably not. Let's just go T-Mac. All right, we're going to spin the wheel again and hopefully get a big team. I would love the Lakers because then you have your choice. Ooh, oh, shoot. We're going to have T-Mac and Jordan on the same team. Do I go with Pippen because he'll fit better? I think we have to go Jordan. Yeah, we got to go Jordan. Player number 3. We really need a big guy. That screwed us last time. We had nobody over 6'11". Can I get stat? Do I just go with Amari and hope we can get a big center? Okay, we're going to go with Amari Stoudemire. That might have been a bad pick. I guess we'll see. All right, come on. Golden State. I'll take Bill Russell even. I mean, he is short, but at least he plays center. Okay, Golden State. Okay, we're going for Wilt this time. We're going for Wilt. This is a little bit of a cheat because I know he's good from looking at Steph last time, but I think we're better off getting a big man here than going with Steph again. We need a point guard. We need a point guard. So we got to pick a team. We need a team with a good point guard. Okay, Mark Jackson. Mark Jackson. I mean, you want Reggie, but I have too many shooting guards already, so we're going to go Mark Jackson. I could go Rick Smits. No, that's too big. We'll go with Mark Jackson. Time to spin it for our backups. So remember, we have to get a guy who is not in the top 5 of positionally. So I mean, not in the starting lineup, not the top 5 players. So if a team has like 2 really good point guards, if we get the backup, we can still take him even if he's the second best player on the team. Okay. Ooh, dang it. You really want... Okay, Dallas. Okay. Oh, this is bad. Okay, so we know... Oh, shoot. Okay, so we know that Luka is number 1. So we don't want Luka. We can get J Kidd. We can get Steve Nash. We went Nash last time. I know there's another guy, but I can't remember his name right now. We're going to go with Jason Kidd. Second backup. J Kidd might be the better player in this position because we have so many big guards, or big-ish guards. T-Mac's like 6'8", right? Jordan's 6'6". So if we pair J Kidd with them, who's another big guard, then we can maybe play a big, a very large lineup, which would be nice. Okay, here we go. Who are we going to get this time? Okay, it's the T-Wolves. Okay, that's interesting because who would be their second best power forward behind behind Kevin Garnett? Is Wally Zerviak going to be too low, or will he even make the team? Wally Zerviak, he's probably not making the team, but I'm blanking right now. I mean, like Sam Cassell, Latrell Sprewell. Is there a better? I'm gonna guess Ant is better than him. Probably. I'm gonna go with Latrell Sprewell. That could be a miss there. He could be too highly rated. We'll see. Damn, the Hornets. It's always the Hornets. Emeka Okafor was not on the list. We can't go with Emeka Okafor, but I'm blanking. I know they have a lot of decent point guards. We already have Jason Kidd. I'm just going to say Divac. I think Divac is not their number 1 center, but I could be wrong. I'm just going to go with Vlade Divac. All right, 2 more. I need to study before in between if I do this again, because I am struggling to think of some of the old players, exactly where they played. Okay, Cavs. Ooh, Cavs. I'm going to go with Mo Williams. I believe he is probably... Did they spell Cavaliers wrong? I think they did. Okay, Mo Williams. That seems like a safe pick. A lot of scoring. We need some scoring. So let's go for that. It's very hard. This part's very hard to do. It's very hard to pick a player who's not super good, but is still pretty good. Okay, so we could take Josh Smith again because we know Josh Smith is actually... I'm going to skip. I'm going to do a different team because we just did Josh Smith. I don't want to do that again. I'm very tempted to do that again because we could really use a player in the power forward position, but I'm going to skip that. Okay. Okay. Is Tony Allen going to be surpassed by... Because he would play the same position as... The Grizzlies are tough because they're an expansion team. I'm going to go Tony Allen, and I'm going to hope that someone is better than him in this rating, even though I don't think that's probably true. But we're going to go Tony Allen. I could go Ja, because is Mike Conley better than Ja? I think like career-wise, he's had a longer career, has been very good, but peak Ja is probably much, much better. So he's going to be rated better than this. I'm going to go Tony Allen. I'm going to go Tony Allen. Oh, okay. So this is when you realize you could have done so much better because T-Mac are very good, but we could have had Hakeem, of course. I don't know why I didn't just take Hakeem, number 1 overall. I was talking about how I needed a big guy. I think Wilt is about the same level, so not that big of a deal. But we could have had, I was like, oh, yeah? We could have had Hakeem or Moses Malone first, but it said we have T-Mac. I'm surprised T-Mac is worse than Drexler. James Harden, I should have definitely thought of him. That was a miss, but we'll take T-Mac. That's not a terrible pick. I mean, it does mean he's a little bit better of a player alongside Jordan, I think. So I think it is actually not a bad thing, but we'll take that. All right, Jordan, must-have player. I mean, this team actually is like, this team is so good because if you can get Jimmy Butler, if that's the second player, you get Noah, you can get Matthias. There's so many good players behind them. Okay, but of course we're just gonna do Jordan. Stoudemire, not terrible. He's the 3rd best player on the team, and we could have taken Nash. That probably would have been a better pick, but I didn't want 3 guards right in a row, so it's okay. We can be fine with this. So yeah, so Wilt and Hakeem are about the same. So not a big loss getting Chamberlain instead of Hakeem. No big deal there. Okay, so here's where it gets sad. Mark Jackson is on the team. However, he is the worst player on the Legends team. We could have gotten, I don't know who Freddie Lewis is actually. That's a name I've never seen. But we could have gotten, a lot of guys. But we were looking for a point guard. They don't have a ton of great ones. Don Bussey, maybe. Again, he must be pretty old. Don't know who he is. So yeah, I don't know. Not the best by us, but I don't know a lot of these guys. I mean, like obviously, I know Paul George, right? But I'm not going to pick Paul George when I already have T-Mac and Jordan. I'm not going to pick, same with like Jermaine O'Neal, Danny Granger, Ron Artest. It was tough. That's a tough place to pick. Wait, Reggie's not on the team because Reggie's not in the game. I forgot. Well, I'm glad I didn't say Reggie. That would have been bad. Okay. So we will add Mark Jackson. Derek Harper was the guy I couldn't remember. Now the good news is if we want, Jason Kidd could take over the starting lineup for Mark Jackson. So we may do that, but we'll go ahead and add Jason Kidd to the team. Okay, this is one. Ooh, oh dang. Okay, I was right to be worried. A tough team to pick. Sam Cassell would not have gotten him. Although a tough team to pick, I could have gotten Kevin Love. Dang it. Oh my God, is he not even on the... Okay, Latrell Sprewell is the last player on the team. I could have got Isaiah Ryder. I could have gotten Andrew Wiggins. I said Wally Zerviak and said he might be rated too highly. Of course, is he? So Wally Zerviak, actually, that was smart by me. Wally Zerviak would have been too highly rated because he is technically their starting small forward. Same with Jimmy Butler. If I had said Jimmy Butler, wouldn't have been able to get him. So that is... Wow. Okay, so... we'll take what we can get, I guess. Latrell Sprewell is on the team. You would have think I would have had this locked in knowing who was good since I had just seen them. And in fact, like, I think I said in the video, or the save before, I could have gotten Derek Coleman. I could have gotten Muggsy Bogues, Baron Davis. But instead, I went with Vlade Divac. Well, at least we have some size, I guess. I guess that's good, right? All right, we'll take Vlade Divac. Ooh, the Cavs are tough. I could have gotten Mark Price. I should have thought of him. Dang. Are we even going to get... Mo Williams might not make the list. There's Hot Rod Williams. That would have been a solid pick. Mo Williams doesn't make the list. Rough. I really thought he would be on there. I think he's a better... I mean, did Varejao ever even make an all-star team? Didn't... Mo Williams made an all-star team, right? I'm not crazy. Bingo Smith would have been a good... I mean, obviously, like, there's a lot of better ones than Bingo Smith, but... Oh, Larry Nance is great. I almost said Brad Daugherty, so I'm glad I didn't. I thought maybe Zydrunas would be higher, but he is not, so I'm glad I didn't go with that. But Mark Price is definitely the big miss there. Okay, no player from the Cavs. Let's look at the Grizzlies, see if we can get Tony Allen. Oh, no. I said Mike Conley. I could have had Mike Conley because Ja Morant is rated better than him. I could have had so many guys, and instead I miss out on Tony Allen because he is the starting shooting guard somehow for the all-time Grizzlies. I really thought maybe Mike Miller would be above him. I thought, honestly, I thought depending on how they slot in Rudy Gay, he could be above him. Shane Battier, I just thought there were so many guys that had a chance to be above Tony Allen. But 2K says he's the best shooting guard in franchise history. Look, I'm not going to argue it. I would say that's true, but I thought 2K would not. So, unfortunately, we're not going to get any of those guys. I will show you what the roster looks like here in a second. Okay, so here's what the roster looks like. I mean, obviously having 299 overall is going to be very helpful. I went ahead and set the minutes. So the first time I went ahead and changed out these players, this time I just left them and I am taking their minutes down to 0. So you shouldn't have to worry about them. But let's see how we do. Okay, now, look. I just want to make it past game 1. Let's see if it can happen. Okay, we made it past game 1. Oh my gosh, we're doing okay. Oh, what? 8 games? Only 8 games? Dang. All right, we will sim to the end of the season. We'll see how things go. We'll let it end properly. 8 games. Wow, my new record, 8 games. Wilt is your MVP. Great season from him. Jaden Ivey, rookie. Vlade Divac, 6th man of the year. Miles Turner. Cade Cunningham, most improved. Okay, now, let's see about this stuff. So we are the Houston Rockets. Wilt makes first team All-NBA. Wow, no Jordan. There he is. Jordan makes third team All-NBA. Also, he's all defensive team, and Wilt is second team all defense. Shouldn't have any rookies. So moving on here. Now, we are the #1 overall seed. If we look real quick at our standings, I believe, yeah, 73-9. So a very good season. We have a point differential of 22 points per game. I don't know how we lost those 9 games, but somehow it did happen. Also, the Hawks, 61-21. Good for them. Okay, so let's see if we can win the playoffs. Again, this is going to be our last one for now. I think what I'm going to do is when 2K24 comes out, I'd really like to do a save. Are we going to win it? We swept the whole playoff. This is like the 2001 Lakers. Hopefully they can finish it like the Lakers did. Oh my, okay, I thought they weren't. Okay, so we did win the championship this season. Good for us. Yeah, I think in 2K24, I want to do more of these saves because it's very fun. I think what I might do, I want to do one. I have one coming up soon that you'll see. But I think when 2K24 comes out, I'm going to stream it. And I think I'm going to do it doesn't stop until we win 82 games. So anyway, so with that in mind, this is kind of a special one-off, more fun video. Hopefully you liked it. Anyways, I will see you all next time. Goodbye.